Hello, friends, and welcome to another hilariously disastrous episode of Delicious Recipes. Today, we're diving into a pork dish that has the audacity to claim it's a secret we'll all wish we knew when we were 20. Grab your skewers and let's get ready to roast this recipe. Our daring chef starts by patting dry a kilogram of pork, which is probably the most reasonable step in this entire recipe. They then proceed to cut this meat into 1 centimeter thick pieces, which is a rather arbitrary thickness, but who are we to judge? Don't forget to subscribe to their channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on these laughable cooking attempts. Back to the recipe. Our chef seasons the pork with salt and pepper on both sides, which is a bit like putting a band-aid on a broken leg. At this point, we'd suggest adding a few more spices to the mix, but that would be far too sensible for this channel. Next, our chef covers the meat with cling film and pounds it with a kitchen mallet. A classic move to tenderize meat, but let's be honest, it's probably just an outlet for their pent-up frustration from following this recipe. They then ask about the weather in our country, as if that's going to make a difference in this impending disaster. The meat is seasoned with salt and pepper, which is a bold choice, considering the blandness of the dish. But hey, when you're cooking with such limited flavor, every little bit counts, right? Our chef then asks us about our favorite dish, clearly fishing for better ideas for their next video. Now it's time to introduce the supporting cast: 4 potatoes, sliced in no particular fashion, which will be mixed with salt, paprika, and vegetable oil. With great enthusiasm, our chef mixes the potato concoction as if they're channeling the spirit of Julia Child. Gordon Ramsay would have a field day with this one. Our chef moves on to slicing onions into rings, which we can only assume they're using to catch their tears. Here comes the fun part: skewering the potatoes, meat, onions, and bacon in an alternating manner. Our chef insists this is easy. As we move on to skewering the potatoes, meat, onions, and bacon, it's evident that our chef is playing a dangerous game of culinary Russian roulette, hoping that the bacon will somehow redeem this recipe. Once the skewers are assembled, our chef lovingly wraps them in foil, placing damp parchment paper on top, a culinary choice that will forever remain a mystery. Into the oven they go, at 200 deg C for 60 minutes. While the skewers bake, our chef concocts a sauce that includes soy sauce, ketchup, French mustard, and honey. The combination of flavors is as confusing as the recipe itself, but at least it's something new. Once the skewers have presumably reached their breaking point, our chef slathers on the sauce and returns them to the oven for another 15-20 minutes. It's a bit like adding a lifeboat to the Titanic, but we appreciate the effort. As a side dish, our chef prepares a red cabbage slaw that does little to salvage this meal. With salt, shallot, cucumber, apple cider vinegar, and olive oil, it's as if they're trying to create the world's most underwhelming salad. Finally, the moment of truth has arrived. Our chef proudly presents the finished dish, exclaiming how delicious it smells and how beautiful it looks. We can't help but wonder if they're referring to the same dish we just watched them create. With great enthusiasm, our chef takes a bite, proclaiming its deliciousness and assuring us that we'll love it too. We're skeptical, but we have to admire their unwavering confidence in the face of culinary catastrophe. And that's a wrap, folks. Thank you for joining us on this hilarious journey through the wild and wacky world of delicious recipes. If you liked watching our chef navigate this gastronomic minefield, be sure to like and subscribe. And of course, leave a comment with your suggestions for the next recipe we should humorously dissect. Until then, bon appetit, have a nice day, and may your mood be as good as our chef's inexplicable optimism.